Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to start our journey today with a focus on national pride. We'll be celebrating Qatar and all the remarkable aspects that make this nation special. On this first slide, we set the tone for our presentation, highlighting the theme of celebrating Qatar. Over the next few slides, we'll explore its culture, achievements, and what makes Qatar truly unique. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. What is national pride? Well, it's really about feeling proud of your country and all that it represents. It's about celebrating the unique culture, the rich history, and the many achievements that make your nation special. When we talk about national pride, we're highlighting that deep sense of connection and loyalty to our homeland. It's a way of recognizing what our country has accomplished and the values that unite us. This sense of pride often inspires us to contribute positively and to uphold our national identity. As we explore this theme further, you'll see how this pride influences not just individual feelings, but also the collective spirit of a nation. Let's take a closer look at the symbols of Qatar. These symbols are more than just images. They represent the rich heritage, culture, and identity of the country. When we see these symbols, they tell stories about Qatar's history and its aspirations for the future. For example, the national flag, with its distinctive maroon and white colors, symbolizes Qatar's independence and pride. The traditional dhow boats evoke a deep connection to the country's maritime history and trade routes. The falcon, a revered bird in Qatari culture, highlights the importance of falconry as a symbol of nobility and tradition. Recognizing these symbols helps us understand what Qatar values most: its history, its cultural pride, and its vision for progress. Throughout this presentation, keep in mind how these symbols reflect the essence of Qatar and its journey through time. Today, I want to talk about the flag of Qatar. As you can see, it features the distinctive maroon and white colors. These colors are more than just design choices. They hold deep symbolic meaning. The maroon and white symbolize our country's unity and strength, reflecting the resilience and solidarity of the Qatari people. When we look at the flag, we're reminded of our shared identity and the values that hold us together as a nation. This connection between the flag's colors and our national spirit ties into the broader theme of unity that runs throughout this presentation. Today, I want to talk about the national anthem of Qatar. It's a song that holds a very special place in our hearts. The anthem is more than just music. It's a powerful expression of our love and pride for our country. When we hear it, we remember our history, our values, and our unity as Qataris. It's a symbol of our identity and our collective spirit. By understanding the anthem's meaning, we connect more deeply with our nation's story and the importance of patriotism. This song beautifully encapsulates what it means to be part of Qatar, and it reminds us of the pride we carry every day. Let's take a closer look at the emblem of Qatar. As you can see, it features a dhow, which is a traditional sailing vessel, symbolizing Qatar's rich maritime heritage and its historical reliance on seafaring. Alongside the dhow, there are palm trees, representing the natural environment and the importance of agriculture in Qatar's history. And then there are two crossed swords, which stand for strength, protection, and the country's sovereignty. Together, these elements beautifully reflect Qatar's cultural identity and history. This emblem encapsulates the nation's pride in its heritage, connecting the past to the present and reminding us of the values that have shaped Qatar over the centuries. Today, I want to talk about Qatar's national dress, which is an important part of its cultural identity. For men, the traditional clothing is called the thobe, a long, flowing garment that is both practical and elegant. It's usually made from lightweight fabric, ideal for Qatar's warm climate. For women, the key traditional attire is the abaya, a graceful black cloak that covers the body. The abaya is often complemented with other accessories and sometimes decorated with intricate embroidery, reflecting the rich cultural heritage. These garments are more than just clothing. They symbolize national pride and cultural continuity. By understanding these traditional dresses, we gain deeper insight into Qatar's history and the values that shape its society. This connection between clothing and identity is a vital part of the overall story of Qatar's culture we're exploring today. Let's take a moment to explore the fascinating history of Qatar. This small but significant country has a rich past that dates back thousands of years. Historically, Qatar was known for its pearl diving industry, which was a major economic activity before the discovery of oil. Over time, it evolved from a humble fishing and trading community into a modern nation. The country gained independence from Britain in 1971, marking a new chapter in its history. Throughout the years, Qatar has strategically positioned itself as a regional hub for finance, education, and culture. Understanding this historical context helps us see how Qatar has developed into the dynamic country it is today, aligning with our broader discussion on its growth and influence in the region. Let's take a look at Qatar's early history. Qatar has a fascinating past that stretches back thousands of years. Archaeological evidence shows that early human settlements existed here long before modern times. These findings help us understand the deep roots of the nation and how it has been a crossroads of human activity for centuries. Recognizing this rich history is essential as it connects to Qatar's ongoing development and cultural identity today. It reminds us that the foundations of Qatar are built on a long legacy of resilience and survival. Today, I want to highlight a pivotal moment in Qatar's history: its independence. Qatar gained its independence from Britain on the 3rd of September, 1971. This date marks a significant milestone because it symbolizes Qatar's emergence as a fully sovereign nation. It was a turning point that allowed Qatar to establish its own government and shape its future. Understanding this moment helps us appreciate the country's journey towards self-determination and its ongoing development. It's a foundation that has enabled Qatar to grow into the influential nation it is today, within the broader context of regional and global affairs. Today, I want to talk about modern Qatar. As you can see, Qatar is now a thriving country, and this is reflected in its vibrant, modern cities. But what's really interesting is how it has managed to preserve its rich cultural heritage alongside rapid development. This blend of tradition and innovation is a key aspect of Qatar's identity today. It's a great example of how a nation can grow economically and technologically while still honoring its history and cultural roots. This balance is essential as we consider how Qatar has evolved into a global hub, maintaining its unique character amidst modern growth. Today, I want to highlight one of the most influential leaders in Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He is the Emir of Qatar, a title that signifies his role as the head of state and the person guiding the country's future. Under his leadership, Qatar has experienced significant economic growth and development. This progress is a direct reflection of his vision and commitment to advancing the nation. His leadership has helped Qatar transform from a primarily oil-dependent economy into a more diverse and prosperous country. Understanding his impact is key to appreciating how Qatar has become a major player in the region and beyond. Let's take a closer look at the culture of Qatar. Qatar's culture is incredibly rich and deeply rooted in its history and traditions. You'll notice a strong emphasis on hospitality and respect, which are central to social interactions here. The country also has a vibrant art scene, with traditional music, dance, and crafts playing a vital role in community life. Religion, particularly Islam, significantly influences daily practices and societal norms, shaping everything from dress codes to social behaviors. At the same time, Qatar is a modern nation that embraces progress and innovation, creating a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity. Understanding this cultural backdrop helps us see how Qatar maintains its unique identity while engaging with the global community. It's an essential part of the overall theme of this presentation, highlighting how tradition and modern development coexist harmoniously here. Today, I want to talk about festivals and celebrations, which are such an important part of our culture and community. One key celebration is National Day, which we observe every year on the 18th of December. It's a day that brings people together to celebrate our country's history and achievements. On this special day, you'll notice a variety of festivities, including lively parades that showcase our national pride and cultural heritage. Fireworks are also a big part of the celebration, lighting up the sky and creating a festive atmosphere. These celebrations not only honor our nation, but also serve as a reminder of our shared identity and values. They help us connect with one another and reinforce our sense of belonging. Overall, festivals like National Day play a vital role in uniting us and keeping our traditions alive, which ties back to the overall theme of celebrating our culture and community spirit. Let's take a moment to explore traditional music and dance, which are such vital parts of cultural expression. One particularly fascinating dance is the ardha, a traditional sword dance that is performed during special occasions. This dance is not only a display of skill and agility, but it also carries cultural significance, often symbolizing strength, unity, and celebration. When you see the ardha performed, you can really feel the deep connection to history and community. It highlights how music and dance serve as a way to preserve traditions and bring people together during important events. Understanding these cultural expressions helps us appreciate the richness and diversity of the traditions we're exploring today. Qatari cuisine is a vital part of our cultural identity. When we talk about traditional dishes like matchboos and hares, we're really referring to foods that have been passed down through generations and are deeply rooted in our history. Matchboos, for example, is a flavorful rice dish often cooked with meat or seafood and seasoned with a special blend of spices, showcasing our rich culinary heritage. Hares, on the other hand, is a comforting porridge made from wheat and meat, highlighting the simplicity and heartiness of our traditional cooking. These dishes are more than just food. They are a reflection of our history, our hospitality, and our connection to the land and sea. Incorporating these flavors into our daily lives helps us preserve our heritage and share it with visitors from around the world. So, when we enjoy these dishes, we're not just eating, we're celebrating our culture and our roots. Art and craft are such vital parts of Qatar's cultural heritage. When we talk about handicrafts like sadu weaving and pottery, we're really highlighting traditions that have been passed down through generations. These crafts aren't just beautiful, they carry stories, history, and a deep connection to the way of life here. Sadu weaving, for example, is a traditional Bedouin craft that uses distinctive patterns and colors to create textiles for tents and clothing. Pottery, on the other hand, reflects the practical needs of daily life, but also showcases the artistic skills of local artisans. By preserving and celebrating these crafts, we're keeping Qatar's cultural identity alive and vibrant. It's a way of understanding the roots of this society, and it ties into the broader theme of honoring our heritage while embracing the future. Let's take a moment to appreciate the remarkable achievements of Qatar. Over the years, Qatar has made significant strides in various fields, showcasing its potential and ambition. From hosting major international events to developing world-class infrastructure, these accomplishments highlight Qatar's commitment to growth and excellence. Their investments in education, healthcare, and technology have also played a vital role in transforming the nation. These achievements are not just milestones, they are a reflection of Qatar's vision for a sustainable and prosperous future. As we explore the broader themes of this presentation, keep in mind how these accomplishments serve as a foundation for ongoing development and global engagement. Education and research are at the heart of Qatar's development. As you can see on this slide, Qatar is home to many universities and research centers. These institutions are not just places for learning, they are hubs of innovation and knowledge creation. They play a crucial role in supporting the country's growth, especially as it diversifies its economy beyond just oil and gas. By investing in education and research, Qatar is fostering a skilled workforce and encouraging new ideas that can drive future industries. This aligns perfectly with our overall theme of progress and sustainable development. It's inspiring to see how these centers of learning contribute to Qatar's vision for a knowledge-based society. Let's talk about sports in Qatar. Qatar has really made a name for itself by hosting a variety of international sports events. One of the most notable was the Men's World Cup in 2022, which brought the world's attention to this small but dynamic country. Hosting such a major event not only showcases Qatar's growing sports infrastructure, but also highlights its ability to organize large-scale international gatherings. This aligns perfectly with Qatar's broader goals of increasing global visibility and fostering a sense of unity through sports. It's a great example of how Qatar uses sports as a platform to promote its culture and capabilities on the world stage. Let's take a moment to look at Qatar's development journey. As you can see, Qatar has made remarkable progress in constructing impressive buildings that highlight its growth and modernization. One standout example is the Hamad International Airport, which is not only a hub for travel, but also a symbol of Qatar's engineering and architectural capabilities. These developments reflect Qatar's commitment to investing in infrastructure that supports its economic diversification and global connectivity. Overall, this development is a testament to how Qatar is transforming itself into a modern, forward-looking nation while preserving its cultural identity. Environmental efforts. Qatar is really committed to taking care of our environment and keeping our surroundings clean. This means we're focusing on using renewable energy sources, like solar power, to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. By doing this, we help lower pollution and protect our planet for future generations. Additionally, Qatar is working hard to protect plants and animals, ensuring their habitats are preserved. All of these efforts are part of our broader goal to promote sustainability and environmental responsibility. They connect to the overall theme of development that is mindful of nature and our shared future. So, through these initiatives, Qatar is demonstrating how we can grow and develop while also caring for our environment. Showing national pride is a powerful way to connect with our community and celebrate our shared identity. It's about more than just flags or symbols. It's about fostering a sense of belonging and unity. When we take pride in our nation, we also inspire others to do the same, creating a positive cycle of support and patriotism. Throughout this presentation, we've seen how understanding our history and values can deepen that pride. Remember, expressing national pride can motivate us to contribute positively and uphold the legacy of those who came before us. It's a vital part of building a strong, cohesive society where everyone feels valued and connected. Today, I want to talk about learning about Qatar, its history, culture, and achievements. Understanding these aspects helps us feel more connected to our country and appreciate what makes Qatar unique. When we explore our history, we see how Qatar has evolved over the centuries, from its early days as a pearl diving and trading hub to the modern nation it is today. Our culture reflects rich traditions, values, and customs that have been passed down through generations, shaping our identity. And, of course, recognizing Qatar's achievements, especially in areas like education, sports, and technology, inspires us all to contribute to our nation's continued growth. By learning about these key points, we deepen our connection and pride in Qatar, which aligns perfectly with our overall goal of fostering a stronger sense of community and national identity. Today, I want to talk about the importance of celebrating national events. When we do so, it's essential to show respect for Qatar's flag, our national anthem, and other important symbols. These symbols are more than just images or sounds. They represent our country, our history, and our shared values. By honoring them, we demonstrate pride and unity as Qataris. Remember, celebrating these symbols helps us connect with our national identity and reinforces our commitment to our homeland. So, as we recognize special occasions, let's always approach these symbols with the respect they deserve, because they embody the spirit and dignity of Qatar. Now, let's talk about respecting national symbols. It's really important to show respect for things like the flag, the national anthem, and other symbols of Qatar. These symbols represent the country's identity, history, and values. When we see the flag or hear the anthem, we should treat them with dignity and honor. For example, standing respectfully during the anthem or handling the flag properly when it's displayed. This respect not only reflects our appreciation for Qatar's culture, but also helps us connect with the overall theme of national pride and unity. Remember, respecting these symbols is a simple but powerful way to demonstrate our patriotism and appreciation for the country. Being a good citizen is all about actively helping your community and following the rules that keep us safe and organized. When we do these things, we're showing pride in our country and demonstrating that we care. It's not just about following laws, but also about being kind, respectful, and responsible in our everyday actions. By doing so, we contribute to making our community a happier and safer place for everyone to live, learn, and grow. Remember, small acts of kindness and responsibility can have a big impact, and that's how we build a stronger, more united society. So, let's take these ideas to heart and do our part to be good citizens every day. Let's wrap up our discussion with the concept of conclusion. National pride is all about celebrating and respecting Qatar's rich culture, its fascinating history, and the achievements that make our nation special. It's about feeling proud of who we are and what we've accomplished together. And the great thing is, we can show our national pride every single day, whether it's through our words, our actions, or how we support each other. So, how can you show your national pride? Think about small gestures, wearing traditional dress, supporting local artisans, or simply sharing stories of Qatar's history. Every action, big or small, helps build a sense of unity and pride among us all. Remember, by embracing and celebrating our culture daily, we keep our traditions alive and strengthen our national identity. So let's make a conscious effort to demonstrate our pride every day, because it truly makes a difference.